Here we have our timeline. We have our world clock counter at the top, and we have some of our videos. Let's start finalizing this project. In this chapter, we will come up with our 90-second spot. Let's begin by going down here and clicking this button right there. And I'm going to change the clip height just a little bit because we're going to be needing a little bit more vertical space for stuff above and below what we have. I'm going to make those a little bit smaller, like that. Click out here to get rid of that. Let's start by equalizing our timeline. Now, if we come way over here, we know that we made this to be exactly 1 minute, 30 seconds. So that's kind of locked in. This area right here will change based on what we do to our timeline, but I'm thinking I want to stabilize that too. I know what's going to go here. A call to action. Attention, interest, desire, action. We have to tell them, for example, the PBS station when it's going to be on. So I want to put something there to let me know that's what that area is for, and it's called a placeholder. Go and move your playhead right to there, and then go up to the word edit on the pull-down menu and go down to insert generator, placeholder. Come to the end and click on it. Wait till you see that nice little icon there, and stretch it out. So we now have that running at 1 minute and 30, and this running at 1 minute and 30. So we're equalizing it out. But what's a placeholder as opposed to a gap? A gap allows us to stick something in there that's blank. A placeholder, in a sense, is the same thing. We're not going to use that. But it allows us to visualize what we might be wanting to put there. So if we select it and go into the inspector right there, we can see if we go to generator. Now check this out. Long shots, medium, you can change the shot. How many people are going to be in this shot that you don't have yet? For us, it's going to be 0. Pastoral, mountains, rural. So we're not using this, but it's a visual representation of what's going to go there once we have the clip. In our case, I'm going black. Now I want to view the notes right here. You can see over there it says enter notes. I'm going to go to text right here. You could type it over here if you want to, but I'm going to do it up here. Call to action. That's what's going to go there. That's all I need. And once we decide what we want there, we just get rid of that and replace it. So we put in a placeholder, step number 1. Let's move down this way. I'm thinking for our counter right here, the world clock, that when it hits the freeze frame, that it needs to freeze too. In addition, what I want to do here is move it also, and maybe even put it into black and white. Let's do this. Move your playhead to the front of the freeze frame. Now it should snap. And if it doesn't snap, don't forget you got this button over here. You can press the letter N on your keypad, but that's snap on, snap off. Okay, so I've got my cursor right there. I'm going to select the counter, go up to the word edit, and go down to add freeze frame. Now we'll insert it. It will make it 4 seconds. We had 3. So I'm going to select it. And don't forget that the cursor is telling you which one of the clips it's going to influence by what side that slideshow is on. Just drag it. It will snap to our one down here. Now, if I run that again for you, just real quick, now it's stopped. Now, another thing I've got a problem with is that it's okay positionally here, but when we get into these other clips, to me, it's too high. Now, we do have 2 to deal with, so select this one and hold the Shift key down and select this one. Come into the video section of the inspector, and you'll see position right here. Now, we could do it this way too. You could select here and go into, say, transform, and manually move it if you want to. Or we can do it by the numbers up here on positioning. So if we select position right here, this is what I like. We've got them both selected. You select position up there, you click and you drag, and we can do it this way, which is much better. I'm dragging down, incidentally. Okay, so we get it to about there. I kind of like that. I'm going to click done up here. So if we come back here again, it's there, and then it's there. This one's a freeze frame, then it starts to count here. Let's make this black and white, because the freeze frame is black and white. Why not? So let's come back over here into our effects, and there it is. Now you can drop it anywhere you want. Drop it on our freeze frame. Just like that. Tell you what, one more thing. It's too apparent. I want to knock it down a bit in terms of opacity. So I'm going to select here, shift click here, Come all the way down, use the scroll right here if you want to, until you see compositing and there's opacity. I'm going to take it to about 80%, but I want to tell you something. I can get any number but the number that I want. So I'm going to select over here and actually type the number 80 in, and then press the return key. Okay. So if we come over here for a second, we can see what we've done. And then it starts counting and goes to color. Let me move that right over here. Let's look at that in full view. Click right here. Okay. I'll stop and then start again. It will be better when we get some audio in there, some sound effects. But so far, I think we're running pretty good. I'm going to press escape. Let me close this out here and close this back down over here by clicking there. And let's move in to the next lesson.